Fuck that motivation shit, bro. Test days are the separation days because the weak little bitch ass niggas, they giving up on them test days. The strong motherfuckers that really want it, they doubling down on the test days. There's always more to accomplish. YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Cry. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Cry. Today we're gonna watch a few reels that really resonated with me from Wes Watson, Watson Fit, one of the most popular, social media influencers online right now. Dudes, he teaches, coaches how to build a coaching program, and he's making, upwards towards multi-million dollars a month. Dude drives a Bugatti, has a Phantom, lives in a mansion in Miami. Dude's ripped, did 10 years in prison, came out, and he really, got to it. So, his story is very inspiring, man. But a lot of the stuff that he preaches really resonates with me, and we're going to react to it. So let's go ahead and watch this real quick.
Test days are the best days. Say it. You guys think you're going through some shit because you haven't made a sale. I haven't made a sale in months. I was in prison for 10 fucking years. Didn't see a fucking family member. Nobody for a decade. 10 fucking years. 10 years. 10 years. Working on myself till the day I got to come out and make a change in this fucking world. Because everybody was so fucking soft. They literally thought their test days were the worst days. Test days are the best days. Test days are the best days. Say it. Best. The fuck you guys want? You want a bunch of money, but to be spoiled little fucking brat little bitches? That's what you want?
I love that, man. I love that. And I've said that in a couple of my vids, fellas, but the days when everything is fucked up, man, the days when you got every excuse not to do what you set out to do, right? Those are the days that's gonna separate you, man. When you've been preparing something for a month, you done prepared for this interview for a month, and you get the interview, and they don't move you forward to the next step. You could be like, fuck this, man. I ain't about to study for the next interview. Or you can keep studying and keep applying, for that job that you want, right? You can go to the gym for 90 days and I see no results. And you like, man, what the fuck, man? That 91st day, that's your test day because you want to give up. You don't want to go no more because you're not getting the results that you want. You're not seeing it fast enough. That's what he's saying, man. Like you gotta stay locked in on those test days, right? I'm early in my YouTube journey, fellas, right? Less than 1,000 subscribers. I've been consistent for 30 days. This is actually the last day of the month, right? I know once I get to that 90, 100th day, I'm going to get to a point where I ain't where I want to be, and it's going to frustrate me. And I got two choices. I can either give up or start slacking, start doing videos every other day and start bullshitting, or I can lock in more, right? Maybe start uploading more shorts per day, being more tactical with my videos, right? Figuring out more ways to improve. That's what separates the winners from the losers, fellas. The winners on them test days he's talking about, they doubling down. They realize, okay, this is the separation day. I like that better. The test days are the separation days because the weak little bitch ass niggas, they giving up on them test days. The strong motherfuckers that really want it, they doubling down on the test days. It's all about how bad you want it, man. You gotta really want this shit, dog. You can't just want everything to just be all gravy and easy and then only perform on those days, only be motivated on those days. Fuck that motivation shit, bro. What you want to do, don't give a fuck about how you feel and motivation. It's about discipline, dog. And the only way you're gonna win them test days is if you discipline and you locked in, no matter what. You gotta have the mental fortitude to know today is tough, but although it may not be 3 steps in the right direction, it may be a half a step, but it's still a step in the right direction, right? I said this in one of my early videos, man, but it's a term called 32 degrees, right? And when you put an ice cube in the freezer, right, and you increase the temperature to 10 degrees, it's not gonna melt. You increase it to 20 degrees, it's not gonna melt. You increase it to 30 degrees, it's not gonna melt. But as soon as you get to 32 degrees, the ice cream melts, right? So your 0 to 32 degrees, you're gonna go through a lot of test days. Your 0 to 32 degrees could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 years, it could be 10 years. You gotta know that that 32 degrees is coming. You gotta know that that ice cream is gonna melt. Even on the best of days, even on the worst of days. And that's what he's talking about, man. So let's go ahead and break down another reel that resonated with me.
When my driver picks me up to go out to dinner or go anywhere, he says white or black. And that means, am I picking you up in your white Phantom or your black Phantom? And I get driven. Okay, if I want to drive, I drive my $5.5 million Bugatti Pure Sport. But I mean, the whole thing is I hold myself to a different set of standards in everything. If you came to my house, it's immaculate. There's no dust on anything. I have everyone working for me on a fucking time clock, and everything is done perfectly. Why? Because these are my fucking standards. I need everything perfect. And that's why I got to this level. It all started with just a wake-up time. I'm gonna get up at this time. Then when I got up at that time, I had time to read every day. When I got that reading done every day, I got my workout done every day. When I learned macronutrients and eating a specific amount of fats, proteins, and carbs, I stayed ripped and swole. I mean, I really just broke down the details of everything. And what I tell people is you're not gonna rise to your goals. You're gonna fall to the strength of your systems. My systems are fucking immaculate.
Powerful. Powerful, fellas. And this is something I just touched on as well, and I didn't even see this video at this time, but stop saying that you have goals. What are your standards, right? But he goes even more in depth. What are your systems, right? Because we can say we have standards too. Just like we have goals, we can say, oh, my standard is I go to the gym 5 days a week, but you missed last week, right? So how about you put a system in place to make sure that you go to the gym 5 days a week? And how you do that is I'm going to sleep at 9 p.m. That way I can wake up at 5 a.m. and I got, 8 to 9 hours of sleep and I can hit the gym. That's a system. I know that I'm, going to be tired when I get home from work with cooking and everything. So let me meal prep so that way I can work on my business for 2 hours, Monday through Friday. That's a system. I know I got family coming in town next week. I'm not going to be able to record these videos. So let me record 2 a day so that way when they come, I can still upload them. That's a system. What are your systems looking like on a day-to-day basis, fellas? You just waking up freestyling. Oh, I'll do this today. I'll knock this out today. Oh, yeah, let me knock that out. I have a system. I'm going to tell you all my system, right? I wake up. I do 2 hours of deep work. I edit shorts. Then I go to the gym. Once I come home from the gym, I record a video, upload it, eat, and go to bed. Every day. That's my system. As he said, I would wake up early, then I had time to read, then I would start reading. Then after I read, I realized I had time to go to the gym. I started going to the gym. Then I started learning about macronutrients and I started, eating the right things. Growth never ends. You have to keep tweaking certain things, right? I'm pretty sure in a year, my videos are going to be a lot better. Maybe it's a new camera. Maybe it's a new setup. Maybe it's a new format. Maybe I have a better intro video. Right? I'm going to keep tweaking and updating my system to be the best that I can be. And the cool thing about it, fellas, is that you're never going to get to a point where you have the perfect system. You're never going to get to a point where you've achieved everything you wanted in life. There's always more to accomplish. And that's the best thing about life. That's the joy that you got to find in it, the journey, man. If you focus on the journey, once you start accomplishing things, you should celebrate the wins, man. But you more so, man, what's next? What's the next thing I can add to my, my system to be uncomfortable, right? And if you new to this, man, if you a person that you really ain't familiar with creating a routine, creating a system, it's gonna be difficult at first, right? But it only takes 21 days to build a habit. It's gonna get easier and easier and easier. Once it get easier, you add in new things. It's the same with going to the gym, man. The gym is very easy to me. Now I add in certain things to make it a little harder, right? I might increase the weight a little bit. I might progressive overload on exercises I never progressive overload before. I might do a triple superset where I do 3 exercises then rest. You got to tweak your system so that you continuously improve, and you never want to stay the same, fellas. You got to keep going, keep improving, keep elevating. So that's the message for today, fellas, man. Get through it on the test days, man. When life is testing you, I challenge you to still do what you set out to do, and to also create systems that align with your standards and your goals that you follow every single day. This isn't coming from me, fellas. This is coming from a multi-millionaire, man. A dude that already made it. He already got everything he got, and he still is locking in on the systems, the everyday daily habits that broke motherfuckers is not. He could easily lay back and chill for the rest of his life and be good. But instead he chooses the uncomfortable thing, which is locking in on his systems, waking up early, going to the gym, right? Working on his business, eating right. He chooses all of these hard things on a day-to-day basis, and he already has everything. So why can't you have it? Why can't you do the uncomfortable things and you ain't got shit? That's the video for today, fellas. I love y'all. Peace.